in order to use Qi you gotta have awareness of the 4 realms of energy. At least you gotta understand the so-called universe realm, have awareness over what it is first, before you can instruct your mind to manifest that reality. You got to be aware of it. If you're not aware of the presence or the existence of that energy, you cannot get the energy to actually help you get what you want. So awareness is the first step. Just before we begin, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to get notified whenever we release new videos. Few things we need to remember here before we can actually start our power of creation. A few things here, all right? So we always talk about the strategy. We constantly talk about the strategy, about what to do and what needs to be done or how to do something. All the hows are strategies. All the hows are strategy. How to get something, how to make this, how to make that. Every how is just a strategy. But every time we want to use a strategy, but if our internal references is referring to the experiences that are not good, remember downward spiral we talked about earlier on? If our internal references are all towards what is not good, what didn't work before, what was the terrible before, if our internal references are no good, we will not be able to use the strategy effectively. So our internal references are the existing experiences, existing feelings, you can write this word memory next to this, right? Our memory of what has happened before. So these are our references. Now, we have all human beings have references to good memories and bad memories. Okay? We have references to both good and bad memories. So the question is, do we consciously refer to the good or do we consciously refer to the bad memories all the time? So part of depression or part of unhappiness is when we constantly, unconsciously make references to all the bad memories that happen. They are both factual, right? One is good memories, the other one is bad memories. Okay, so it's a question of what are we more inclined to do. So our entire body, you see, most of the time we think that memory is only in the brain. Well, the brain serves as part of memorizing something, but the entire body, even on a cellular level, there's muscle memory, there's a lot of other memories. For example, our facial features, the whole study of face reading, of our facial features themselves have memories that are passed down from 10, maybe more generations before. Your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather's eyebrows are probably here, all right? For example, our nose, right? Especially our nose, our whole Yap family knows, right? That's what when people come to see my kids or my nephews and all that, we have like a similar DNA, and we know that this is traceable back to great grandfather somewhere. They have similar nose there. Although we have never seen them before, but the memory has passed down from the DNA, which remembered this, all the way to now. Okay. Well, some people call it karma. Well, it's just a part of that memory. So if we make references to good memories all the time, we will be more likely to use the strategies or the hows or the deployment or execution effectively. Suppose we don't refer, we have references to only the bad memories in our lifetime or even lifetime before, for example, then what happens is we will not use any of the strategies that is discussed. Now, how do we make sure that we are able to constantly refer to the good memories so that we will deploy the right strategies? Well, that depends a lot on our energy or Qi level at any one point in time, okay? So if our energy level is, very weak and very gloomy all the time, we will constantly refer to the bad memories and we will not deploy a strategy. If our energy is uplifted, our energy is very high, we will refer to the good memories and we will be able to deploy the strategies effectively, okay? When we first fell in love, right, our references to all the internal references will be positive because our energy level is high. Wow, I fall in love, right? So if your partner at that time asks you, hey, would you come pick me up at 7:30? You are there at 7:20. right? Your partner will say, hey, I would like to go shopping this weekend. Do you have time? You make time for it. You're there, right? Because this is, you will use the right, whatever strategy, because you are referring to the good things. Now, after 10 years of marriage, or even after 2 years of marriage, what do you mean pick you up at 7:30? You cannot drive yourself, is it? There's no such thing as Grab. All your references will be all the arguments and all the disputes, and you will not deploy and execute the strategies. It's like, just do it yourself. There's such a thing called Grab, or there's Uber, do it yourself. This shit will happen because energy level reduce. You will always refer to the negative or the bad memories, and therefore you will not deploy the right strategies. Okay? So this is why it's important that we always have the highest level of energy with us. That's why we call this, that's what you did in the last session, is to tune into that direction. So every time you want to uplift your energy, gain clarity, you sort of increase these a little bit. Okay? You may say, but how to increase? Just by sitting there and get clarity. I just told you how. Okay? A lot of times you say, well, but is there no ritual? What you expect to do some ritual, some prostrations, then only can? No, alright? You just sit there and get clarity. That's all it is. If you sit down and get clarity, your energy will come. Okay? So this is where you get alignment. That's how you get back here. It's not like suddenly you sit there, I got power, right? It's not like that. It's generally you get alignment. When you sort of align, your energy level will increase. There'll be more references to positive memories, and you will use more of the strategies in your life. Okay? So this is exactly how you would do that. So every time you feel that you're low on energy, what should you do? When you're low on energy, you should go back to your Chiman Destiny Palace direction, and you will align to that direction and do what? Gain clarity on what you want. That's all. You can do this exercise every single day. You can do this exercise every other week, as much as you want. It's called an attunement, alignment or attunement, whichever one you want to do that. Okay? So you just align that. It's so simple to do. It's not hard. It doesn't require you to do any rituals. Some people say, is there a ritual? Must I sit cross-legged? I don't know where should I put my fingers. Right? Listen, there's no need to do any mudras, mantras or prayers. Alright? There's no hand signals. You don't have to do all the hand signals. It doesn't matter. Yeah? You can do any hand signal you want. It's just relax. Yeah? You relax, align.